Okay, students, we are continuing with factor theorem. So let's come to the fifth question. In this fifth question, we are given one polynomial. The question is, we have to show that x minus 3 is the factor of this polynomial, which is very simple. We have done the questions on that. The second part is, we have to factorize it. Now, what is the first step whenever we are doing question on remainder theorem or factor theorem? The first step is we have to name it. So we give a name. Let fx be this polynomial. How do we show that any polynomial is a factor of this? First of all, we will find out f of alpha. Here alpha is 3. So I am finding out f of 3. What is f of 3? 7x square. In place of x, I will write 3. What is the answer coming? 0. If f of alpha comes out to be 0, then by factor theorem x minus alpha, which means x minus 3, it is factor of fx. So this is the first part of the question, to show that x minus 3 is a factor of fx. Find out f of 3. If it comes out to be 0, then x minus 3 is factor of fx. Now the next part of the question is you have to factorize. Now this is very important because generally the question that comes in board exams is of factorize only. You have to factorize. There are many ways of factorizing, but we will be using a very simple way, that is long division method. Now what is that? How we are going to factorize? You have done this method in lower classes. By dividing, we will check, we will factorize it. Now this you know how to divide it. X should be multiplied with x square. We always see the, for now I am not explaining the method. You already know this method. Change the sign. We bring the other numbers down. X should be multiplied with what number? We get minus 4x square, that is minus 4x. Minus 3 into minus 4x is plus 12x. Change the sign and you get 3x minus 9. X should be multiplied with what number? We get 3, that is plus 3. So it is 3x minus 9 and hence we have divided it. So whenever the question comes that you have to factorize the polynomial, you will be using this long division method. किसी भी पॉलिनोमियल को फैक्टराइज करने के लिए एक फैक्टर चाहिए और हमें क्वेश्चन में ऑलरेडी गिवन है कि x माइनस 3 इसका फैक्टर है. अगर फैक्टर क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया है then we have to find out, but since it is already given in the question, so I can easily factorize it by using that factor. Now how we are going to write? Now we will apply the division algorithm. All of you know that what is dividend. This is the dividend. I write it as fx. So therefore fx is what? What is the question to factorize? So our answer does not end here. We have to factorize it completely. Fx, what is dividend? It is divisor into quotient. Divisor into quotient plus remainder. And what is the remainder? It is 0. So this much. Now see here, if the question comes, you have to factorize 24. It doesn't mean that you have to write the factors of 24. This is wrong. What I have written here, I have written the factors of 24. That is not the question. The question is we have to factorize. So factorization is done in this way. You have to write it in the form of product. So similarly here, when it is written that you have to factorize, that means the final answer has to be written in the product form. Our answer does not end here because we have to check whether this can be factorized further. Now you can see you have to find two numbers whose product is 3 and sum is minus 4. We can easily find the two numbers 3 and 1. And when you factorize it, it is x minus 3 and x minus 1. This way. Now many students make one mistake in exam. What they do, they write this way, that fx is x minus 3, comma x minus 3, comma x minus 1. If you write this way, exactly 1 mark will be cut. Because in the question, we don't have to find the factors. The question is, we have to factorize. The final answer should be in the product form. Please remember this. The final answer is factorize. So what we have done, the first step is to check whether x minus 3 is factor or not. If f of 3 is 0, that means it is factor. How do we factorize? We know one factor, divide the polynomial with factor and then factorize it. Dividend is what? Divisor into quotient. Okay, come to the 12th question. We are given one polynomial. We are given one polynomial. The question is, we have to find out a and b. We have to find the values of a and b if x plus 2 and x minus 1 are the factors. X minus 1, x plus 2 are the factors. So we have to find the values of a and b. What is the first step? The first step is always to give a name to this polynomial. So we have given a name fx. Now since it is given that x minus 1 is the factor of fx, what does that imply? अगर ये इसका फैक्टर है, what does that imply? By factor theorem, it implies f of 1 is 0. If x minus alpha is the factor of fx, that means f of alpha is equal to 0. What is f of 1? In place of x, write 1. Hence, we are getting one equation that a plus b is equal to 5. Similarly, it is given that x plus 2, that is a factor of fx. If x plus 2 is a factor of fx, then what does that imply by factor theorem? By factor theorem, f of minus 2 is 0. If x minus alpha is a factor of fx, that means f of alpha is equal to 0. यहाँ पर x plus 2 है, तो यहाँ पर number कौन सा आएगा? Put this equal to 0. X is minus 2. That means in place of x, you have to write minus 2. Minus 2, 6 is 0. Minus 8. So 4a minus 2b is 14. We can divide this by 2 and this is the second equation. We have got two equations in a and b. We can solve them simultaneously. If I add the two equations, what will I get? We get 3a is 12, which means a is equal to 4. So if I substitute this value of a in the first equation, b is equal to 1. Hence we have got. So एक polynomial है, उसके दो factors हैं. Using this, I have to find a and b. Very simple. If it is factor, that means f of alpha 0. We got one equation. If this is a factor, f of alpha 0. Got the second equation. We can solve them by any method. And hence we have got a and b. Question number 13 and 22, both are similar type. I am doing the 13th question. It is a question where both factor theorem and remainder theorem will be used. In 13th question, we are given one polynomial. We are given two things here. First of all, we are given that x minus 2 is the factor of this polynomial. Now, what is the first step? Every time you have to give a name to the polynomial. So, we give it a name fx. First of all, we are given that x minus 2 is factor of fx. So if x minus 2 is factor of fx, then what we can write by factor theorem? By factor theorem, f of alpha, that is f of 2 is equal to 0. Let us solve it. That is, in place of x, we will write 2. 4a plus 2b plus 6. Hence, 4a plus 2b this is one equation we have got. Next, we are given that if it is divided by x minus 3, the remainder is 3. What is given? That when this fx is divided by x minus 3, then remainder is 3. This thing is given. One, we are given that x minus 2 is factor of fx. So f of alpha is 0. अब हम remainder theorem use करेंगे because we are talking about remainder. Now what does remainder theorem state? Whenever fx is divided by x minus alpha, then remainder is always f of alpha. What is alpha here? It is 3. So what is remainder in the question? The remainder is always given, already given as 3. What is meant by f of 3? In place of x, you write 3. In place of x, we write 3. Let us solve it. So we are getting 9a plus 3b is 33, that is minus 30. And when you divide it by a and b, you are getting the second equation. So you can solve it and hence you get the values of a and b. I think you can solve it yourself. The first two equations by any method, by substituting, by subtracting, you will get the values of a and b. So quite simple. This is a question where we have used both factor theorem and remainder theorem. Students, question number 14 to 19 are the most important questions of this chapter. Generally, the questions that come in board exams are of this type. Question number 14 to question number 19. So, I am doing one part. Rest PDF documents are given. Come to the 17th question. All have to be done by the same way. So, I am doing one part. Understand it carefully. The question is, using factor theorem, you have to factorize. Using factor theorem, you have to factorize. What is the first step? We give it a name. So, let the name be fx. जब भी हमने किसी polynomial को factorize करना है, what do we need? We need a factor. But the factor is not given in the question. So, how we can solve it? We have to find factor by using the factor theorem. Whenever a factor is not given in the question, then we find the factor by a method known as hit and trial method. हमें सिर्फ polynomial given है और इसको factorize करना है by using factor theorem. तो factor कैसे आएगा? By hit and trial method. What is hit and trial method? हम एक ऐसा नंबर फाइंड आउट करेंगे such that if I substitute it in place of x, then this fx becomes 0. Which numbers from where I should start? I will start from 0. Then I will substitute 1, minus 1, 2, minus 2, 3, minus 3 like that. You will not take 10, 20, 30, 100. You don't have to take those numbers. You will always start from 0. The answers will come by putting 0, 1, 2, 3, and you can also try it with negative numbers. If I put 0 in place of x, I put 0. What do I get? I get the answer 21, but this is not 0. So this is not our number. I have to search for that number for which this expression becomes 0. If I put 1, plus 38 plus 21, that sum is also not 0. If I put minus 1, it is minus 2 plus 19 minus 38 plus 21. So 40 minus 40, that is 0. It is not compulsory that in the answer you have to write all the numbers. If directly you know that by putting minus 1 the expression becomes 0, then there is no need to write these one. It is not that you have to show for all the numbers. You can directly write only for that number for which this expression becomes 0. Now this expression becomes 0 when I put x is equal to minus 1. So therefore by factor theorem क्या है? If f of alpha is 0, that means x minus alpha is minus 1, that is factor of fx. The question is, I have to factorize fx, but that is in order to factorize it, I need a factor. The factor is not given in the question, so I am finding the factor by hit and trial method. I will be putting the numbers here starting from 0, for which this expression becomes 0. There is no need to substitute all the numbers and show. You can directly show only for that number for which the expression becomes 0. Now, if f of alpha is 0, then by factor theorem, x minus alpha is a factor of fx. What is meant by this? That means x plus 1, that is the factor of fx. X plus 1 is the factor of fx. Now I've got the factor, hence I can easily factorize it. How can I factorize? You know that whenever we have to do the factorization, we will use the long division method. This is the expression. This is the expression, and which factor we have obtained? X plus 1. Now let us do it. X should be multiplied with 2x square. 1 into 2x square is 2x square. Subtract. Take the other numbers down. This you know already. Plus 17x. Subtract. Plus 21. Change the sign and hence it is exactly divisible. So factorize, as I have told you. How do we factorize? Fx, the dividend is equal to divisor into quotient. Divisor into quotient. We will not stop here until and unless we factorize this. We have to find two numbers whose product is 42 and whose sum is 17. The two numbers are 14 and 3. And hence we can solve it. This is 2x plus 7 and x plus 3. Hence we have done the factorization. These brackets doesn't matter. Simple square doesn't matter. These type of questions are the most important questions and they come for 1 mark. So 1 mark is for finding this factor complete. 1 mark is for the complete this division correct. 1 mark is for writing them in this, and 1 mark is for the solution. So everything is important. First of all, you find the factor by factor theorem. By long division method, you divide it. Remember, there should not be commas here. This mistake students mostly make. We don't have to find the factors. We have to factorize it. Hence, it is quite an important question. Okay, students, this much.